Hello and welcome to my second video in the Let's Play Etrian Odyssey 4 series. You'll notice I said Etrian this time. Apparently that is the correct pronunciation. I will most likely be saying Etrian as a form of habit because I've literally never heard anyone else speak the name. Today I'm just going to show you a few general things about the game. A little bit of the dungeon exploration, some of the map exploration. Just touch on a few things that's important to learn. Right now, I am, well, technically I'm in part of the town menu. If I go back, whoa, and I apologize for not having a proper capture device. I really don't have much money right now. So you'll have to deal with me recording it on my phone. So I'm going to the city gates. That's where you leave to go on your adventure. I'm going to depart on my sky ship. Now, fans of the series, I'm going to select land. Fans of the series will immediately notice something new here. And that's right, this is an actual, honest-to-God world map in Etrian Odyssey, which I like. It reminds me a lot of Phantasy Star, the original, where it was very much a traditional RPG, but the dungeons were first-person dungeon crawlers. Here's a cave right here. Caves are single-floor dungeons. It's Old Forest Mine. This is the first place you explore. Now, this will be what dungeon exploration looks like. It's in first-person view, and each step you take a step on a grid. If you notice that little pulsating circle in the bottom right corner, that's your encounter gauge. It goes from blue to green, to yellowish orange to red. That shows you how relatively near to an encounter you are. So technically, battles aren't completely random, and you'll have a good idea of when you'll run into one. If you see that baboon there, that's what is called an FOE. FOE stands for a Latin term. Not entirely sure what it is offhand, but the fan base have affectionately dubbed them effing overpowered enemies, which they are. I'll show you them a little later. Right now I'm just kind of going back and forth, waiting for an encounter. You'll notice a little gauge popped up next to the encounter gauge. I'll explain that in a little bit. It's not very important right now. So now my encounter gauge is getting red, which means a battle is imminent. And here we go. Run into a roller. Now, basically turn-based. One thing I'd like you to note offhand is this guy doesn't have any skills, even though he is... Come on. Level 7. And I have a level 5 in my party who will have skills. Now basically, it's very much turn-based combat. If you've played some of the earlier Dragon Quests, it's a lot like that. You just select, this guy has skills, I'll throw a sand throw at this guy. And then I'm just going to defend for these guys. Well, no, I'll attack. Strategy's not a huge, alright, and then the attacks happen. I just blinded him. And that's basically a battle. Nothing too exciting. Seems really simple. I'll get into it later. Now, like I said, that one guy didn't have any skills, and here's why. As you level up your characters in Etrian Odyssey, they gain skill points. You have to go to custom, not skills, custom, to customize your character, edit their skill points. So here we go. This is a skill tree. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with the concept of a skill tree. I'll describe it quickly. Basically, a skill tree just means that as you level up certain skills, subsequent skills will unlock. So I can't take Holy Smite right now because it requires Bolt Strike level 3, which is right here. And there's actually Veteran and Master. Not important right now. So this guy, I'm just going to level up quick. I'll explain in depth the classes and skills on a different time. And if you see, I've just put 2 skills in Taunt, and then Auto Taunt became unlocked. I can now allocate skills in there. Your character gains 1 skill point per level, and he gets 2 additional at the start of the game. So I was level 7, and I had 9 skill points. Let's see. And there my Holy Smite became unlocked because I put 3 in Bolt Strike. Alright, he's ready to go. Now, as the game has a reputation for being very difficult, it's important. Here, I'm actually going to go, here, this is what I'll do. I'll show you an FOE encounter. So yeah, the first thing you'll notice about FOEs are they are visible on the map. And the map is down here. Right now it's zoomed out. You can either tap it or press X to zoom in, and then you can actually, hold on one moment. Oh, I can use my finger. You can actually make notations on the map. Ooh, this is really hard to do. There, I just drew a wall. I'll get into a very detailed tutorial of the map making in another video. Yep, here's another encounter. Here the enemies are in 2 rows. I can explain that later, and I can just press L to go into auto attack. My characters are extremely over-leveled right now, so this is not a representation of what fights are like as you encounter them organically. There would be an FOE here, but I already killed them. Got a preemptive attack there, just means I get an extra turn. And then I can hold A here to even speed up the auto attack more. Like I said, I'm massively over-leveled right now. I'm playing the demo, and the maximum level in the demo is level 10. Alright, here's an FOE encounter. Now that gauge on the bottom, as the FOE gets closer, the individual little sections light up. And here we go. We get in a fight. Now, as you'll notice before, the enemies barely did any damage to me, and I killed them in a couple hits. And I'm massively over-leveled right now, so let's see what happens if I just attack them like I had before. Oh, 16 damage, that's about half of what it was before. Oh, there's a critical hit for 1 damage, 9 damage. Here's a attack. Oh, 74 out of 86. So, yeah, as you can see, they're quite powerful. Now, if I was trying, I could beat this guy, because I literally just did in right before I got this video ready. So, I'm going to do the smart thing and escape. You can run away from any encounter on this game except bosses, which is a very good idea when you run into FOEs, and he just one-shotted that guy. Alright, and he's still standing right there, but if I back off and go through this door, then he'll leave me alone. Now, I'm in a little bit of trouble, so I'm going to use an item called a Ridney Thread. Returns me to town. This is the most important item in the game. Costs 100 EN. I don't remember what EN stands for, if it ever explained it. It's money, though. At the end, you can go to Clinic to resurrect your characters. You can also get an item called Nectar, which will do that too. And then you can stay. You can stay until morning or evening. I'll get into the why you'd want to stay in different ones on a subsequent playthrough. And let's see. Now, as I said before, the game is rather challenging, and you kind of go in blind with the assigning skill points. So if you make a mistake, which is likely to happen, you can go to the Explorer's Guild, you can go to Organize, select a character. I will select, and these are all nicknames for my personal friends, mostly. I'm going to select my healer. Yes. You go to Rest. It says reset skill points at the cost of losing 2 levels. That sounds pretty harsh. It used to be 10 levels, or I believe even half of your levels in the older ones. So I'll let her rest. Oh, actually, I'm just going to show you that. Oh, accidentally rested. Never mind. Then I can go... Oh, and when you rest, it automatically unequips your equipment. Just so you know. So now I go back to Custom. And as you can see, none of her skills are allocated. This is my healer. So it would be very bad if I didn't allocate her skills. Alright. Let's see. I don't remember what else I was going to cover in this video. I think that'll be all. Oh, actually, here, show you a little bit more exploration that you can do. Depart on my sky ship. Only Windy Plains is available in the demo. Here we go. Now you can see the map down here. There will be FOEs on the screen, or on the world map, I should say. You can also get food, which you can cook too, for stat bonuses until you get back. You can also equip your ship with special items. I have the Foodapult. Excuse me. I don't really have... Let's see. Oh yeah, you can go here and you can cook, and it'll increase my tech for everybody by +1. I could also drop it to drop it on the tile I'm on right now, which wouldn't do anything. Or since I have the Foodapult equipped, I can launch it to an adjacent square. Now, if that were a vegetable, because this is a kangaroo, he would go and eat it, but it's not, so he doesn't. I don't have much time left on this video, so I'm going to end it here. My next video is just going to be a walkthrough of the start of the game, and I'll play as long as possible, and then I'll get into a little bit more of the advanced concepts of it. So, thank you for watching, and keep watching if you're interested. If you have any comments or suggestions, questions, please ask under the comments, and have a good time. Thank you.